you can tell the smoke has gotten to Iowa. That's not clouds, it's just the gray overcast. Nice thing is temperature's down. Here's another nice thing. They're out there combining. They're going to have the corn out of here probably today, tomorrow. So anyway, we're working on Roger's 2002 Trailblazer. Yeah, I'm thinking this thing, we found out later that this was a prior salvage, and well, there's a lot of spots popping up, but for Roger, that'll work fine. Of course, my phone's got to start going off, so let me get hooked up to this, and we'll see what we're getting for codes. Okay, I had checked, it said cylinder number 3, and yeah, but it's not. I can rev it up. Revs up fine. Let's see. Yeah, it's misfiring right now. Huh. So, and the thing ran fine. So I'm going to take the cover off and make sure we didn't disconnect the coil, because Roger and I had taken off this little cover here, and well, number 3's right there, so I just want to make sure it was running too good, and then all of a sudden lost cylinder number 3. So alright, there's 1, 2, and 3, and it was hooked up, so I guess we'll pull it, swap this oil on that coil, start it up, see if the mist moves. If the mist moves, then I know I got a bad coil. If it doesn't, then we got to figure out what's going on with number 3. Okay, so you guys can see it. I cleared out the history for number 3. We've moved the coil to number 2, and let's see. Boy, that's the best it's sounded in a long time. It's running smooth. Huh. No check engine light. Okay. Just swapping the coils fixed it. Alright, well, let me pick up the tools. Get the airbox on tight. Yeah, we have no... Okay. Let me pick up my tools. 0 misfires. It's running like a new one now. That does not make any sense. Going through my engine data, can't figure out why it was surging a little. Now it says 0 oil pressure. Got that laying there, but as soon as you give it gas, it goes up. Which is a known problem for these, but anyway, I got down here to the air intake and it said a minus 46. It is 70 degrees. So I'm like, what? I forgot to plug in the temp sending unit for the air intake. So now it's saying the air intake's 113. Engine smoothed out other than the gauge for check gauges. And so, but I have 0 misfires now. It's actually running better than when we bought this thing. Yeah, 0, everything's 0. So yeah, other than AC and the oil pressure sending unit, this thing's drivable. That stopped surging, so I don't know. Anyway, I don't get switching coils around unless it's like the old computers used to be. You used to have to take them apart, take your RAM out, eject them, clean them, put them back in, or do that a couple of times, clean the contacts, and your computer would work again. It's about the only thing I can think. Maybe we disrupted it when we were in there. And also, I had a heck of a time. The rubber that goes on the intake on the throttle plate, somebody bent it, so that was sucking air there too. Finally got it back, and I had to put some lubricant on it, and finally got it slid on there and sealed. So now she's actually running pretty good. So we're gonna shut her off, let it all cool down, and come back in a few hours and start this thing. And if it's good to go, I want to get a hold of Roger, and we'll worry about the AC next year. So anyway, we'll be back and check it in a couple hours. Okay, it's later in the day. You can see the visibility's gotten worse, but I might explain why. Having a little bit of trouble breathing, but let's see how well she starts. See, the oil pressure's up. Just a second here. Okay, the oil pressure's up, voltage is there. She's already come down to a nice idle. Yep. Let's go see what happens here. Last time I'd put it in gear and it would die before going anywhere, so. And I kind of think I know I'm right. Like I said, unplugging it and plugging it back in made a difference. It's accelerating. They only took part of the cornfield today. It's running totally different than it did this morning, or the last couple of times we drove it. I'm thinking a can of sea foam and some more fresh gas, but I think this thing's set for a while. Probably could use some brake work. They had a little rust on them, but I think the more he uses them, the better it's going to get. I can tell this is a smaller one than this other Trailblazer because it got a tighter turn circle. Yeah, it's got a partial homemade exhaust on it, but
Hello, motor.
she's running just like it's supposed to now. Should we give it the farm test? Hey, it's already doing better than the Yukon did. Let's see how it does going up hills, since we don't know. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, we're testing out the, I know Roger watches, so we're testing out the four-wheel drive. Hey, the four-wheel drive works. I'll be darned. Okay. Cool. Because the other one, the four-wheel drive, didn't work. I'll be dang. All good. Yeah, since this is smaller, we'll squeeze it through here. So it's kind of a good course to go over, because then if there's any clunks or bangings, I know about it. Yeah, Corn, you better be getting ready to listen, because you're going to be gone. Yep, this did a lot better than the Yukon through there. But alright, well. Hey, did you guys hear the combine's coming for you? Yeah. You guys better wake up and listen. The combine's coming for you. Let's see. How's it look this year? Oh, that's a nice looking ear. Wow. Not a bad looking ear. For what little rain we got. Could have been a little fatter, but anyway. Now we know the four-wheel drive works. No check engine lights are on. It didn't want to die when accelerating. So yeah, I'd say we got this one in the bag. Why just, heck, I'll park it. Oh, I gotta finish putting the, I don't know if you guys can see in the mirror. Yeah, put the tailgate back together. We had to get that working too, so. Anyway, I guess. Yep, that was a nice cold start. Such a life. Lay over there, be a bum. Okay. That window's going, that window's going. Yeah, let it air out in here too. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, we moved. We got the bottom bill moved. God, it's even. Yeah. There's another mower we got to put back together. Might need that this year. But anyway, the bottom bill. Scanned it, done everything. Was starting to do some tests with it, and it died during the test. And also got the old tires on that Camaro so I can get it out of the way, because like I said, we got help coming for the roof, and of course you guys do. Okay. And so I couldn't find, I was just getting ready to test the EGR, because she's kind of got a little bit of a, yeah. surge, but according to all the sensors and everything's working right. Then I got remembering, if your battery has gone to crap, then you're not getting full power. All your electronics and that are not going to work right. So when it died, that's what I'm kind of thinking. It is the battery, and I called it two places. Boy, they don't give batteries away anymore now, do they? But yeah, I talked to Roger. His oil sending unit, I'm going to take it to my buddy over at his shop. Let him through. He says, I said, it'll take you longer to put it on the hoist than it will to take you to change it. He says, okay, no problem. So Roger's okay with that. I need a hoist, and I'm actually leaning more towards a 4-post. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to get that out of here. Get the Bonneville running to where it stays. I'm still questioning the fuel pump a little bit, but until I can keep the thing running, and then actually, if that battery's not keeping the voltage and everything's trying, and that might explain why the volt gauge on that is bouncing back and forth. So if it's not supplying constant voltage, that would let the fuel pump not work correctly. All the sensors, I mean, I think we're fighting a battery issue is what it's coming down to. So hopefully they can get the new battery for that, get that done, get that out of here. I don't know, I'm going to try and fire that old Camaro up one more time. Maybe pull it up to a tree and see if it'll do a smoky burnout with those tires before we start disassembling that thing. So yeah, and now I got to get under the red Camaro, get the drive shaft out, probably stick the front of it in the evapor rust, clean the yoke off, because being under there it got rusty since it rained. I could probably emery cloth it or whatever, but I'll just dunk it quick, let it soak, and clean it up and get her in. And then I'm going to talk to the guy over there. Maybe, well, I got to order the rest of the exhaust too. I see the exhaust kit, the hook up to the headers, actually ain't too bad going on back. So maybe we can get the exhaust kit and get that together so Mama Bear can drive it and have a little fun with it before we put it away for winter. So, but yeah, that's what we're trying to thin out the vehicles around here, get things going again, and ouch, getting bit by bugs. So anyway, everybody, that's what we got for today. Yeah. I don't know, those big old tires on the back of that Camaro. And I think you notice the wheel is not centered. There's a bigger gap up there and tight in the back. I'm actually thinking the springs came loose from the car, so could prove interesting trying to drive that thing one more time. So, but anyway, you stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.